Hey YouTube, hey bold and the beautiful fans, Brooke's unforgettable day. Let's talk about it and the possibility that Brooke could wear that Showstopper dress again, maybe down the road when Brooke and Ridge tie the knot. Brooke wearing the Portofino Showstopper wedding dress could be foreshadowing things to come, so let's get into it. So we saw the Showstopper, and now the characters are all dealing with the aftermath of this fairy tale ending to the fashion show. And while the big surprise was a big hit, not everyone is happy about it. So let's unpack everything that's going on and what might happen next. So the fashion show was a success, and Eric and Brooke had this secret plan for Brooke to wear the Showstopper gown. There was only one problem. Brooke was trapped backstage in the vault with Taylor. Brooke worried that she wouldn't make it out on time, but Katie, Will, Electra, and Charlie came to the rescue. Taylor also seemed to notice that Brooke was in a hurry to get out of there. And that's of course because Brooke and Eric had this secret plan for Brooke to wear the Showstopper gown to impress Ridge. Eric is trying to reunite Brooke and Ridge because Eric thinks Brooke and Ridge are a relationship that's meant to be, a relationship of destiny. Eric told Brooke he wanted to show Ridge who he is with Brooke, to remind Ridge of all of his romantic history with Brooke, all that history they shared together. And Eric told Brooke it's the best decision he's ever made, a father helping his son help himself. But what does Ridge really want? We know what Brooke wants. Brooke wants nothing more than to be reunited with the love of her life, Ridge. The problem is Ridge is with Taylor, and Ridge wants to keep his commitment to her. But when Brooke appeared in the Showstopper gown, everyone was in awe, including Ridge. And while everyone was delighted by the surprise, Taylor and Steffi looked on with worry. Steffi would tell Eric and everyone that this was a grab for attention on Brooke's part, that this is manipulation, but that the line deserved the spotlight, not Brooke. But Eric said this was his idea. Eric explained that the first show since the takeover had to be a sensation, and Brooke in the Portofino Showstopper was bold, it was beautiful, it was Brooke. Eric also said they changed the narrative because now nobody's talking about the takeover anymore, and they're talking about Brooke in the Showstopper. And Eric said Brooke saved the show. Forrester is trending, and so are Brooke and Ridge, so all of this was a smashing success for the company. Eric seems to want to get things back to the way they were and reunite Brooke and Ridge, since the takeover was the reason why they split. Brooke becoming CEO was the reason Ridge left Brooke for Taylor, but Brooke only accepted the CEO position so she could work on getting the company back to Ridge. But Ridge is content with Taylor, even though he and Brooke still have a very strong connection. And over with Ridge and Taylor, Ridge assured Taylor that he and Brooke on stage together was just a moment, but Taylor of course is worried this moment could turn into something more and bring Ridge and Brooke back together. Ridge and Taylor aren't married either, so is Ridge going to propose to Taylor? Or will Ridge end up proposing to Brooke? Spoilers for this year said that Taylor would face some challenges, and that's going to, of course, be Brooke and Eric now working together to reunite Brooke and Ridge. And we know Steffi wants her parents to stay together, so could Steffi do something to try and keep them together? We know Nick is returning this summer, so with Nick back, that could keep Brooke distracted and away from Ridge. There's some theories, too, that maybe Taylor will call Nick to bring Nick back for Brooke. But what about Steffi? Steffi called on Daphne. Could she be the one who calls on Nick for Nick to return to romance Brooke? I don't think so, but it's an idea. I think Brooke and Nick will run into each other maybe in a moment of serendipity, and this could bring back their romantic connection, so we'll see. But we know Brooke wants nothing more than to be with Ridge. Will Nick be able to change that? Nick's presence also, though, will no doubt motivate Ridge to maybe fight for Brooke if Ridge feels that he could lose her to Nick. So there's plenty of possibilities for plenty of juicy drama. And down the road, will Brooke wear that showstopper gown for a big wedding in the future? We saw today Brooke and Ridge were asked if there's a chance Brooke will wear that gown to an even bigger event in the future, implying a wedding. Brooke said that it was thrilling to be a part of this event, but with this man Ridge, you never know. Spoilers also say Ridge this week will be torn by Eric's words and Brooke's actions, so Ridge could be becoming more and more conflicted about all of this. But we'll bookmark this moment and see if there's a wedding in the future and if Brooke is wearing that Portofino showstopper gown. Something to keep in mind. There's going to be plenty of challenges and obstacles in the way though, but eventually Brooke and Ridge are more than likely to reunite. And this showstopper moment for Brooke is a big step in her goal for that reunion with Ridge. So stay tuned to see what happens next. We'll keep the updates coming. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.